Mr.Randy, Wine and Spirits. Let's get into it. Maker's Mark is one of the standard of standards when it comes to bourbon. Now, what does make Maker's Mark such a standard of standards? Well, Maker's Mark can be sipped neat. It can also do pretty well mixed, not just in Coke, but also in cocktails. Maker's Mark is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It comes in at 90 proof, which puts it in that good range. So like I said, between 90 and 100 proof, good for both sipping and mixing. It's one of those bourbons that has a sort of cinnamony kind of taste, and it's pretty good for that. So let's go ahead and let's get a pour. Can't throw it on there this time, huh? All right. As you can see, we're almost finished with this one, so this is why I felt like I had to jump in here and make this video before I finished that bottle. I've finished several other bottles before I even made the video. Now, it might be kind of difficult to see that color, but it does have a nice color. It's not too dark, it's not very dark at all, but it's not too light. Let's see if we can't see, we can get some legs on that. It's not bad. Let's go for the nose. Oh yeah. That there right away from the nose, that's why Maker's Mark is a standard of standards. Oh. There is a bit of an ethanol, but it's not overwhelming. You can definitely get a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla oak. I'm getting better. Butterscotch maybe? Ooh. We're pushing our limits now. It smells delicious. Let's go for the palate. First sip. It's got a little spiciness. Not too much, not overwhelming. It's very good, very tasty. Like I said, very good for sipping. Excellent, neat. Not too bad, pretty good mix, depending on how much you're going to use, what you're going to use it for. A little backstory of me and Makers. About 8 years ago, I hadn't really drank anything outside of wine. I was going through my wine journey. A friend of mine, I guess he was downsizing his bourbon collection. Second sip here. Oh, that's just good. So a friend of mine was clearing out his selection, I guess downsizing or something, and he gave me a bottle of Makers. I told him I wasn't really into whiskey. He says, no, my friend. He says, try this. So I did, and for 7 years, that's right, 7 years, I drank exclusively Maker's Mark. It was that good. It's still pretty good, but for 7 years, I just couldn't find another reason to look at another bottle. This really just checked all the boxes. I could sip it neat, which I didn't do so much back then. You can mix it with Coke, which is what I did mostly. And now I'm a little more refined for that. But you can still mix it with Coke and be fine. There are a lot of other inexpensive or less expensive whiskeys I would mix with Coke over this one. But yeah, Maker's Mark, standard of standards. It's a very good whiskey. Would I buy this again? I definitely would. This is definitely a bottle to keep on your shelf or in your collection. Because it's always, like I said, you pull this out, it sets a standard. You can compare this to a lot of others, and a lot of others have been compared to this one. The Maker's Mark, It's a definitely. I'm going to give Maker's Mark a 4 out of 5. Why not a 5 out of 5? This past 2 months, I've kind of fallen out of love with Maker's. I still like it. I still hold it in high regards. But it's just not quite the same now that I've had a multitude, a cacophony of other bourbons and whiskeys. It's still there. It's kind of hanging out to the side, but it's still there. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. Maker's Mark, Mr. Randy, Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.